I could.
Okay, so let's see if this works, y'all. All right, so how do I sound, everybody? Do I sound good? Good. Okay, so now when she comes in, we'll see what happens. And if not, okay, so she changed boxes. Okay, so let's see when she comes in. No, I didn't switch phones. I'm on the same device. Okay, Vanna, you say something now, beautiful.
What about now?
We got it, y'all? Okay. All right,
Is
Vanna.
that better? Or is that better or still doing it?
It's better. Yes. All right. All
Look
right.
at what you doing.
All right. So, Savannah, anything else you would like to announce before we get started?
No, it's the El Paso Princess, Savannah Maria Garcia, the Princess of Bingo. We just up here chilling. We just want to get a zoom and wham wham. If y'all want some questions about other things, we will be taking questions and answers. Bitch, that's how that bingo. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Perfect. All right. Again, welcome, Savannah Maria Garcia. Welcome to the panel. Thank you for allowing us to have this conversation with you. Okay. This is
Mhm.
Empress Paris. This is Conversations with Empress. And tonight, our special guest is Savannah Maria Garcia. Okay. So let's get into it. So, my first question for you, Savannah, is where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles, California, born and raised at Watts Imperial Courts Projects.
All right. So, tell us about Watts. Like, how was it growing up in Watts?
Um, well, growing up in Watts was really crazy. It was with the Ross riots. You have to protect yourself. Gang banging, shooting, all the extra stuff. But at the end of the day, it is a family, and we all do protect each other. But growing up in there, you just have to be hard and really just like be yourself and protect yourself and always, be you.
Did you learn a lot from growing up in Watts?
Um, yeah, I learned a lot. I learned being bad. I learned being good. I learned being hood. I learned how to be myself.
So, would you say that your hood helped raise you?
Yeah, my hood raised me. Yeah, it raised me.
Hmm.
That's why I'm the way I am now.
Okay. All right. So, tell us about your family, mommy, daddy, sisters, and brothers.
Well, I do. My parents are still both alive. I have my mom, and I have my father. I have one, two, three. I have four brothers, and I have five sisters.
Ooh, baby. That's so 10 kids.
Yeah, but it's four of us. Four of us in one with the same dad and mom, and then the other ones we got all got the same dad, just different
Okay,
moms.
so when somebody tried to pick on you and they see the crew coming, they already knew,
Yeah.
huh? All right. Who are you closest to, your mother or your dad?
I'm more closer to my mom.
Okay. Do you have a relationship with your dad at all?
I do have a relationship with my dad.
Okay. All right. So when it was time for you to, if you wanted to ask for something like, hey, I needed money for something, who would you go to, mom or dad?
Mom.
Okay. Now, sisters and brothers, who are you closest to when it comes down to your siblings?
Um, one of my sisters. Uh,
Why?
one of my sisters and one of my brothers.
Okay. So tell us, like, why. Give us a good example why you're closer to those two as opposed to the
Um,
other.
I'm closer to them because I think, like me being gay and me doing what I was doing when I was younger, you know, being a gangbanger, in and out in jail and all that, they was always there to support me and never gave up with me. And it was a point in time when my mom told them to stay away from me, but they never did. So yeah, and when I got older, I started like helping them, taking care of them, and showing them the do's and the don'ts to not do what I did to fuck up my life.
Okay. So, Savannah, define a gangbanger to you. What's the definition of a gangbanger from your perspective?
The definition of a gangbanger is more like a thug, a blue rag, red rag, purple rag. It don't matter, whatever your hood represent. Um, um, whatever your hood represents, someone that put work in for the hood, and doing the robbing and stealing and the shooting and the just getting their respect in the hood. A hard nigga, a hardcore nigga.
Okay. So, a hardcore nigger. Okay. So, but this hardcore nigger didn't have on long, pretty hair at the time, correct?
Um, no, a lot of no, hell no, no. They're more like the pretty boy niggas. The hardcore niggas is like more with tattoos on their face, or you.
Okay.
Sometimes they don't even have tattoos on their face. They just made a name for themselves. They just put on for the hood.
All right. So,
They
would this
protect. They protect.
be
They protect the hood.
okay? So, would this be a hardcore gangbanger nigger? Okay.
What? What? Oh, why would she get a girl? Girl, why would she? Oh my god. Why would she do something like that?
Would that is that what that is?
That was more of that wasn't the hardcore part of me. That was more of the
Okay.
it was in between of hardcore and being being a butch queen.
Because he is cute. I was like, okay.
Oh.
So, Savannah, can you tell me a little bit about this individual right here?
Uh, oh, you want me to bring that individual back there? Did
Yes.
we bury him? Girl, did we bury him? We bury him. Okay, this individual.
Or have a conversation.
Okay, I'm gonna let. Okay, this individual was a young boy that was raised up in Watts that did around that time I was doing in and out of jail, gang banging, stealing dogs, robbing, boosting, doing fraud, fucking different girls and fucking different men, and um hiding my sexuality and what else? And I was just trying to find myself around that time.
If you had to talk to him right now, do you have a message for him?
Sometimes I miss him and wish I can go back to him because it was like when I was him, I wasn't like depressed. I wasn't emotional. I didn't have any mental, suicidal thoughts. It was like when I was him, life was amazing. I had no worries, and I miss that person. But life goes on.
Thank you, Savannah. All right, so Savannah, talk to us about the good good thoughts of your childhood.
Um, well, my good thoughts. I had a oh, I don't want to.
No, take a moment. I
Because
know.
because you just brought back memories. I wasn't expecting you to bring a picture of me. Like I'll be trying to like forget that person. Um, my childhood, I had a good childhood. I had great parents. My parents got got me anything I ever wanted. Like I had the new Jordans, the new toys, the new everything. My childhood was rough. Like I was in the projects. It was, I knew a lot of people. Um, I got my knees fucked up. I did a lot of fighting. I did a lot of loving. I played baseball. I played basketball. I was a part of all the community events and everything. I was just a person that loved to be in the light and loved to have friends. And, I would hang around the boys and the girls.
Perfect. All right, so I have another question. Give me one of your worst moments as a child.
Oh, my worst moment as a child. My worst moment as a child is, uh, oof, let me see. I'm trying to see where I want to go with this. Uh, I don't want I think my worst, getting molested. And then another one was just like, seeing my mom and dad fighting. And I feel like seeing them fighting, hunted me and it made me toxic. And I think that's why when I'm in my relationships and stuff, I think that's fun and stuff because I grew up around it. So that's why sometimes my relationships be toxic.
When you were little, did you want to protect your mom when they were fighting?
I did anything I could do to protect her.
So, who do you think was supposed to protect you when you got molested?
My family, my parents.
And the person that molested you, was it somebody close to the family or was it outside the family?
I'm close to the family.
Um, did you have the opportunity to tell someone when it happened, or did you have to watch this person walk around your house like nothing was wrong?
Well, they didn't stay in the same house. They didn't stay in the same house with me. It was, I used to go to my grandmother's house, and that's how they happened. But I never said nothing because I thought something was going to happen to me.
And Savannah, what age did this start?
It started like when I was, I think like when I was like, I think around 9 years old, 7, 9, around that time.
And what age did it stop?
Um, it stopped around like when I was 14, but then I started liking it and enjoying it. So I had a boyfriend and I started dating somebody around the age.
So when did you figure out that you liked men? What age was that?
It was around like that age, around like because I was that was happened to me around like um 14. I started liking men and enjoying men, but around that time I had like a little girlfriend or something, but I still did have a boyfriend at the same time.
And you think because of this adult touching you, is that what made you want to like men?
Yeah, because I used to like, I started liking the feeling, and I used to like
Mhm.
sucking the dicks
Mhm.
and then getting fucked.
Okay. All right. All right. So, do you think, well, number one, did you experience any escorting or anything like that?
Yeah, I experienced. Yeah, I did.
Okay. So, let's stop there for a second. What age did you tell your mother that you were molested?
I just recently told her. I think. I think. Well, I think it's last year. I recently told her. We. I did a. I did a documentary. It's supposed to be coming out. I did a documentary. I did a documentary with. It's gonna be. It's on IMBD and all that. It was with
Mhm.
With Robert and a couple of
Okay.
bingo houses. We all did a documentary together, so it's supposed to be coming out.
All right. So, who was the first person that you told you were molested? Who was the very first person?
My grandmother,
Okay, because this person was about by your grandmother's house, correct?
not this grandmother, my other grandmother. So my great
Oh,
grandmother.
okay. So, did anything ever happen to this individual?
No, because I just recently said something. Nobody knew nothing. I just recently said something.
All right. Well, Savannah, I'm glad you survived that. I know it was traumatizing. I'm so sorry. And I'm glad we got you here today. I'm glad you're here today.
Hmm.
All right. So, everyone, before we move forward, continue to give Savannah, please. Savannah is the guest. It's her birthday. Before the documentary is coming out, you guys are getting a tell all right now from Savannah. So, we're going to take a moment for you guys to go ahead and gift the princess. Also, gift your host. Okay. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and
My
give you
birthday
guys
every day, bitch. My birthday starts from October 1st to fucking October 31st.
thank you. Period. Thank you guys. Okay. All right. So if you guys are just coming in, this is Savannah Maria Garcia. I'm a top host on Bigo. Um, she's one of the girls. She's one of the sisters. She's a beautiful woman. And she did, so far, she's talked to us about being from Watts in California and being a gangbanger and just keeping it real and doing it for the hood. She has a great relationship with her mom. Her dad relationship, not so much. She has four brothers and five sisters, so a
Oh.
total of 10 people, 10 kids between her mom and her dad. Four was from her mother, and she still has a good relationship with a sister and a brother. And she just revealed to us that she was molested from age 9 to 14 by someone that was close to her grandmother's side. Okay, so if you guys are just coming in, that's what we are right now. Okay, so Savannah, let's talk about escorting. Okay, because that
Hmm.
would be the proper term. What age were you when you started escorting, and how did you get into it? All right, give her a second, you guys. All right, so come on in, you guys. Come on in. Make sure you gift the host as well as gift Savannah. This is a Savannah tell all. I'm shocked that they'll say Savannah tell all at the top. Bigo just because I left out. That's why. hmm All right, you guys, give Savannah 1 second. She's taking a break. She is taking a break. Give her 1 second. She'll be right
Oh,
back.
hold on, here I come. I'm sorry.
That's fine. So don't Savannah, do you want admin?
I'm not wearing it. Y'all don't have to kick them, child. These are the same people that run their mouth every day.
So listen, you guys. This is Savannah. This is my guest. This is a paid guest. So please don't ruin my interview. Don't antagonize her because I need her to focus. I have her attention. You know it's hard to get her attention. Let's just live in the moment, okay? While we have her, please. Please. Okay, so if not, I'm going to give one of Savannah people's admin. Savannah, who would you like to have admin in the comments? Thank you guys. Give it to Molly, they say. So y'all know Molly. Y'all know Molly. Everybody knows Molly. Okay. All right, so let me try to do this. All right, so you guys, Molly about to shake up the room. We try to let you guys live, but you can't be disrespectful because it's not good for the person that I'm trying to interview. We got to keep her calm. All right, so let's see. Can I do this interview? So on the panel. All right, guys, we're waiting on Savannah. Give her a second. Who can I take for Keitha for a second? Who should I take? No, Keitha probably here working hard. Um, who's not in here? Maybe King Troll is probably not in here. I saw Peace in here earlier. Thank Goddess. Goddess, you really don't use your admin, sis. She gonna be upset. She don't use hers that much. I'll give it back to her when I'm done. Okay, Molly, say hello. Say hello, Molly. Period. All right, Molly. So if they're being too rough, you can go ahead and mute them. Don't be too violent, but get them. All right. So if you guys are disrespecting Savannah, Molly will deal with you. To my oh Lord. Yeah, don't trigger her. Yeah, don't. We don't want no triggers, okay? We want a peaceful interview. All you guys ran over here thinking y'all gonna hear something about some other broadcasters on the app, but it's not giving that. Okay. She's coming back, you guys. Give her a moment. All right. In the meantime, in between time, we will play. I like both of them, but I'm definitely gonna
I
do
haven't got in. I haven't.
definitely.
We can my echo. Okay, you ready?
Okay, we ready.
You can hear better.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
All right. So Savannah, how are you feeling right now? Are you comfortable? Are you okay? How's it going so far?
I'm comfortable.
Okay. Everybody in the comments, is it going good so far? Okay. And we gave one of your girls admin. Okay, great. All right, let's do it. All right. Okay. I gave Molly admin.
Uh, they
We
say,
gave one of the,
they say, hey Sean.
give it to Ashawn. I gave Molly one, so give it to Ashawn too. Oh, Molly is the, oh, okay. Molly is the boyfriend. Okay, we're going to get into that. That's on the list. Okay. All right, so let's keep it moving. Okay, we left off with, do
The
you need
escort.
another admin? The escorting. She
I
remembers.
don't really care, child.
Okay, she don't care, y'all. Be
I'm
focused.
not looking at
Right.
the, I'm not. I'm worried about you and me.
That's right. Okay, so the escorting. So, what age did you start, and how did you start?
I started escorting when I was I think I think I was 21.
Oh, okay.
I started escorting when I was 21 because I think I went to jail. I went to jail because I was doing like credit manual approvals and credit card fraud. So I went to jail for like a year. And then like when I got out, I don't really had no hustle or nothing. And then like I had a roommate that's a porn star. and he was telling me about escorting and stuff. So I took one client, child, and from there, I found out the ropes to the thing, and then I just started escorting. But I was escorting as a guy.
Okay. Oh,
Mhm.
okay. So you had more female clients or male clients?
Well, that's when it become with the transitioning part because um I made more money if I got up in drag. So whenever I got up in drag, I would make more money. And one time I got up in drag, and honey, I had a client for like $1,500, and after that, child, I just started get up and drag.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh my, I don't have the monster voice.
No.
Oh, girl, because they gave me the monster gift. Okay. All right. So $1,500.
Hmm.
So damn. Okay. So when you were turning your little escort thing out, did they ask you for like outlandish things like whips or chains or swings or did or any
Well, it depends on what client you got. That I got different clients. I got different clientele. So some will want you to whip them. Some will want you to piss on them. Some just want you to dress them up. Some just want to have conversation. Or some just have different fantasies. It's all about the fantasy and them, ordering you is to fulfill their fantasy.
Mm. Now, did you when you took them on that fantasy, were you on that fantasy with them or was it always business for you?
I always left it as business because in the business, you got people that falls in love with the clients and they fuck up the money. So I make sure it was like more of business whenever because I didn't want to be in a relationship with someone that's going to order someone when I leave. So I kept it as whenever you needed me to come fulfill your fantasy, I'll be on my way.
Okay. So, what was the highest client? I heard you say 1,500, and then what was the lowest client?
The lowest client was a tree and a Fanta soda and a Jack in the Box taco. And the highest was about I think I made like $7,500 with one
Come on,
day.
Savannah. Okay. So, when you would
It's
accept your
when I used to get high with the client, I make more money getting high with the client.
okay. All right. So, when you were doing the Jack in the Box and the drink and the taco, would you feel as though that was more of a desperate um session?
No, I was on the party line, child, and I was hungry and I had no money.
Okay.
This
Okay.
was not. And I was like staying in the hotel room, child, and I didn't have no fucking money. And, I was on the party line, and I told Trey if he want to come over and shit, he got to stop at Jack in the Box and give me something to eat and bring me a soda or something if he wanted to chill and have sex, child. So that's what it gave.
Now, feed me. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so let's go back a little bit. How many different scams did you run if you ran any? I heard you say credit card fraud. Like how many scams have you like how what are you holding in that brain?
Oh well, I used to do the. I used to have. I used to fuck with the agents. Just put it like that. Like more of the agent people. So I did checks. Well, I know how to do checks. I know how to do the. I used to do the the sliders, the credit cards, the swipers. The socials and stuff and all that and manual approvals. Cause I used to work for call centers. All my jobs used to be call centers. So I know to learn numbers like that. Like if you tell me a number, I can learn that how to just like that.
And be
So
ready. Okay. So you
and then
are a
I used
hustler for
and
real.
then
Yeah.
I used to go in that house and whatever I wanted, designer or anything, I go grab that shit and leave, and. I had to survive, but like me being in the streets, I had to make a survivor moment, and I learned a lot of stuff. But what fucked me up is I taught a lot of people what I did do, and it just wiped away that I can't do the shit no more.
That aha moment, that wake up. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, between all the hustling and going in and out of jail, did you ever find yourself homeless?
Um, I found myself homeless, but I chose to be homeless because I always had a place to go. My parents always had a house, and my grandmother always had a house, but me wanted to be out there escorting, getting high, and it was the thing to do. Being on the boulevard on Santa Monica Boulevard was the thing to do. Be out, and it was this motel that all the trans girls and the gays used to be at. We all used to be up, sleep in the daytime and up at night, and it was that. So I was homeless, but I choose to be.
Okay. So tell us more about this Santa Monica strip. Like was it family? Did you feel safe, secure? Was it, I mean, like what, tell us about Santa Monica back in the day.
Well, I learned about Santa Monica because I was in the ballroom scene, so like around the time I was homeless and stuff, I joined like ballroom. So I was like in a house. So I was in the house like around in 2002. I was in the house. So I used to just like go to the balls and stuff. But then after the balls, we would go to like Santa Monica Boulevard and Lemur Park and all that. Lemur Park was just like the crud and sledding section, and um Santa Monica was like go make a coin. Like it was more of everything was more of a family. You go out there, if you got to make yourself known first, cause you know you'll get a couple of jaded bitches out there. And I used to be clean, so bitch, you know I had a couple
Mm,
of fights and used to be jaded, but it was actually a family. It's a whole little strip, and you get in and out of the cars, child. You get out, be out there high. Yeah, it was a family. It was a place to make a quick $60, child. If
okay.
you want the if you want the quick $60, bitch, you'll go to the boulevard, get in the car, go around the corner, and they'll suck you up, and girl, you go about your day.
Okay. All right. So I know out of everybody on the app, jaded is one of your words. Explain jaded to the girls.
Jaded is just like a definition of somebody being jealous, somebody envying you, or something like that. That's what jaded be.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Now, I know you always say, oh, you get high, you with your families. So back then, what was the drug of your choice?
Um, my drug choice. Hold on. My drug choice always being I like the weed first, and I used to like black and males at first. So I started off with black and males, and then I went from black and males to weed. From weed, I went to ecstasy pills, and from ecstasy pills, I went to coke.
Okay.
But I did when I was on the boulevard. I did get laced with Tina and Chris. I was doing well. I don't know if I got laced. I was out there doing the child. I was high boots up Tina and Chris the child.
Okay. Now, did any of those drugs ever put you in danger?
Yeah.
Meaning, like you were probably somewhere, and what I'm
I was
saying
with
is,
I was with one day I was out and I was getting high, child. I think I was smoking. This is the time I was getting high off the teen and the crystal, and then I just like lost my whole memory. I and it was like people was chasing me. I left my brand new car on the boulevard. I was on the bus. I was in different cars, child. I was just putting $50, $20 in the bus. I went to the projects. I was jumping up windows. I went to my granny house. I called my granny and told her people was following me. Then I went to my old roommate house. I was in his house and I finally like they got me out of it. If I didn't have them type of friends, I would be in some type of place where my whole mind would just be gone.
So you were hallucinating and you were paranoid.
Hmm.
Oh, how long did that high last?
That had last. I think it was like for like 10 hours. If I didn't go, I think if I didn't go to my friend's house, um, and somebody that I was when I was there, somebody knew about the drug, so they helped me get off the drug. Baby, I took off my wig, everything, my clothes. I threw everything in the trash. I kept on seeing a truck and a van. I don't know. I kept on seeing that hoe. I kept on seeing that hoe like everywhere, following me, everything. It was like the worst time in my life.
Now, was
And
that the
then,
last time you used? Was it the last time you used the Tina?
um, uh, no, I did it after that.
Okay. But you're done with the Tina now.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because you so pretty. I would hate to see you on buses giving $50 out. Okay, so all right,
Uh,
so great. All right, so we've covered a lot from where you're from, family, childhood,
Tina
the
is like
station.
Crystal. Yeah.
Yeah, Crystal man. Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for Tina, period. All right, so we're doing really good. And again, go ahead and give Savannah, you guys want to go into the next set of questions.
Or y'all
Make
can
sure
send
y'all get her
me a
right.
dollar to my cash app at number 7 Savannah. My birthday started yesterday. It's to the 29th.
All right, so $7 Savannah. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get her lit. Thank you guys in the comments. $Savannah. Make sure you give the host. Make sure you give Savannah. We can, if we can try to get her to two dragons, that'll be great. Okay. All right, so that was a good question in the comments. Savannah, do you have any children?
I do. I have a daughter. I have a daughter and I have a son.
Biological?
Yeah, I had him when I was 15 and 16.
Wow. Really?
Mm,
How's your relationship with them?
wonderful.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. All right.
Thank
So
you for sharing.
we'll talk a little bit. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. Okay. So there are big girls and big boys now. They're 30.
They are there. They got one got just has a girl baby. I got a
You
grandbaby too.
you a grandma?
Yeah.
Who knew Savannah was a grandmother?
I'm a
Oh
grandmother.
my.
I'm a god. I got god kids and all that. I'm 36 years old, Empress.
You're young.
Hmm.
You're just so mature and helpful because you have a very, very mature old spirit. Dang. They say you just put a smile on their face. Right. She got a girl and a boy and a grandbaby. You want to know what the grandbaby is?
I think some of
What?
them seen them when I was in room 21.
And the grandbaby is a girl baby?
Yeah, the daughter.
Does she call you? No, is it a girl baby? Like your grandbaby is a little girl?
You said what?
Is your grandbaby a little girl or a little boy?
A boy.
Does he call you grandma, a nana?
Well, he only like 2 years old right there. So yeah. Well, I think all of them they all respect me. You know, like I take good care of them, so they do respect me. And you know, like my nieces, nephews, my family all call me Savannah. It took a long time for them to start calling me that, but now everybody used to it.
Beautiful. Okay,
No,
grandma Uni.
I said the girl had the boy. The
Right, her
daughter had the
daughter.
boy.
Right.
Girl.
Her daughter has a son, right? Oh, that is so what? See, Savannah was laying it down, honey. Ooh, baby. Now, do your kids, your daughter and son, do they have the same mother?
Now they got different mothers. I got one. I got an albino baby mama, and then the other one is a mixed girl.
Oh, you like them light skinned.
I just wanted to keep it in my. I just want. It was like I had a childhood girlfriend basically. We
Okay.
used to, me and my childhood girlfriend used to do all type of shit together, like everything.
Okay. So, Savannah, what is your nationality?
Well, my dad is Hispanic and my mom is black.
Okay. Beautiful. Wow.
Mm.
Okay. That's interesting. Mm. Okay. All right. So let's move right along then. So let's go into the transitional years. Okay. Now, what made Savannah? Now, before you were Savannah, who were you? What was your name?
My name was uh, my name was Samuel Garcia.
Samuel.
Samuel Garcia.
Okay, so this is Samuel.
Oh my God, what,
I'm just saying this, right? This is Samuel.
girl? What are you keep on?
I'm just
Yeah.
saying this. Okay, okay. All right, so Samuel was handsome. That's why I just. Okay,
Mm.
so when did Samuel say, I want to be Savannah?
Well, it like I said, during my like being gay, and when I found out about being out there escorting, and I had that good old day, and then after that I had went back to like I always was into girl things and my mama heels and her clothes while she was at work. So that's always been, and I always, I went to school. I went to school for cosmetology, and I was always into like, you know, women things. So I was always, I was in drill team. I was in cheerleading. I was just like, and all the activities, the girl activities, the boy activities, whatever activity I could be in, I was always in there volunteering my time. So I went to jail, and when I was up in jail, this trans girl, she was up in there taking the hormone shower, and I started taking the hormones up in jail, and then when that was like when I was like I think like 20, I think like 24, 25. That's when I was up in like jail, and I started taking the hormones, and then I got out, and I was taking the client. I mean, I was taking on the boulevard making coins as a cross dresser, and then I started taking the hormones, and then they start fucking with me, and where they
Okay.
put me to they put me into a point where I start cutting on myself and shit. So
So
I
okay, so
stopped
the
taking it.
depression came from the hormones.
Mhm. That's where my depression and stuff start coming from. Cause I think I went to jail, and I was in a hole. I was in a hole when I had a fight up in jail, and I was up in a hole. And when I was up in the hole, I cut on myself, and I was trying to kill myself up in the hole. So when they took me out, all them hormones was just like making my mind go different ways, and it was just like it was just like a whole new life.
Okay, so when you stopped them, you still wanted to do your transition. So other than making you feel suicidal and
No,
depressed,
I didn't. I see. That's when my life started fucking up, because when I stopped them hormones, I already had a amount of breast tissue that was already growing.
mm,
So my life was just all fucked up. I felt like I was a stud or a trans man at the time, because I would have to wear like I would tape that shit down, and I would have to wear a white beater and
Oh,
I would wear a white beater and a sports something to tape them down, and then wear my boy clothes. But
so those hormones,
my face was just like very pretty.
wow. So hormones take effect very quickly.
It depends on your body.
Okay. Did it also give you any butt or hips or anything like that?
It didn't give that.
Okay. But it makes the breast tissue. Okay. Fatty tissue in the chest. Okay. All right. So now,
That basically the hormone that shit make you get fat. If you let it, it make you get bigger. If you let you supposed to eat all that shit. But I wasn't like eating off that shit. So if you eat, it start forming you and fix you and all that. But I never like really ate like that.
okay. All right. So, okay. So for the moment, you're off the hormones, but something kept wanting you to do more. You still wanted to transition. So what kept pushing you to become Savannah?
Well, I was up in a relationship. I like because when I was in jail, I met this boy. So when I was in jail, me and this boy was in a relationship, and I was with him, and like he didn't really want me to transition, and so like that had a lot to do with me in my transition too because I was with him and I met him as Samuel, but then when we broke up for like a year, and then after like a year, he wanted to come back. But when wanted to come back, I was like transitioning, and then he like, no, I want you to transition. So I was like basically transitioning back and forth, like in a relationship with him, trying to figure out if I want to be with him or do I really want to transition. So that's had a lot to do with it too.
Wow.
Because he would like beat on me and all type of shit.
A lot of violence. Okay, so let me ask you this question. So from what you've told us, you were a game banger. You kick ass. So how was it that you are a fighter, maybe a trained assassin, he was beating on you? Were you fighting back? Or mentally in your mind, you felt like just a weak woman, like you were just getting beat. Like,
Basically, that's where the part come in when I told you what I experienced in the home. So I feel like I'm a woman. This is what the women do. They let the man beat on them, and then they end up back with the bed. And I felt like I was fish checking the hormones. And it's not like I didn't fight back. I did fight back. I did fight him back. He just had more of the stronger, like I feel like when I started taking hormones, I started getting weak. Like
mhm.
everything started getting weak, and he what he was doing, like he bust me in my face. I had 58 staples. The reason why I had always had straight, pretty teeth. So the reason why I had to get veneers, he broke all the front of my teeth out, and I had to get a nose job because he broke my nose. So like all that was just like happening in the relationship.
So, Savannah, why would you say he was so violent toward you? What triggered him?
What triggered? I what triggered him was sometimes I would try to leave him, and like because he was staying in my house, so I would be like trying to put him out, and I was trying to keep him away from the boulevard, and I was trying to keep him away from the gay scene and them apps and everything because that was somebody I loved at the time, and I know that I was trying to keep him away from barroom. I was trying to keep him away from that, so he didn't have the experience what I went through, and to say so, he went to experience it, and now it just took over with him. And I just feel like sometimes I did ag him, but shit, it was my shit, and I was paying the bills, and
Yeah, but
I was out there making the money, and I was taking care of him.
he shouldn't have been hitting you. Do you think it's okay for a man to hit a woman?
well, I think a lot of women do trigger men to hit them, and I just don't think it's okay for nobody to hit anybody. But if you
Mhm.
have to protect yourself, yeah, it's all
Okay.
right.
Do you feel like you're a weak woman today? If your man hit you today, do you feel as though you're a weak woman and you're just going, what do you think you'll do today? Today.
Nah, I like I said, I did fight him back. He just had the bigger upper hand. It's not like I'm just gonna let somebody just beat on me and hit me. I'm gonna protect myself, but no, I'm more stronger and I'm more wiser, and I know
Yeah.
what to deal with and what limits to deal with when it comes to a relationship, when it comes to being toxic.
Beautiful. Perfect. All right. So, the transition. You sit before us as a beautiful woman. I do know a lot of individuals that did transition and they're doing their thing. And some of them to me are beautiful women, and then some of them are just whatever they are. And I view you as a beautiful woman. I've had the opportunity to meet you, and it was like hanging out with a girlfriend that liked good food, good eats, and the good life, because that's how you treated me when I was out in California. So, to become this beautiful specimen, what was the first thing? I know he knocked your teeth out. You got your teeth done, you got your nose, but what was the first thing you got done when you wanted to evolve and start that transitional phase?
The first thing I got done was my teeth.
Okay. All right.
I I got the teeth
Now,
done. Well, I only got the ones that was missing. I mean, the ones were missing. I got the teeth done. Then after that, I went from the teeth to the breast, from the breast to the face, from the face to the vagina, from the vagina to the body.
okay. Now, you are one of the few girls that actually have a vagina.
Hmm.
Now, how was that for you once you were out of surgery? Well, number one, what's the thought process of going to get that done? Number one.
The thought of the process was, is this something I wanted to do? Did I want to take my livelihood from me? This is something that I'm gonna take away from not only me but from my parents as well. You know, as my family and different people. So it was a lot of it was a lot of thinking. It was a lot of counseling. It was a it was a lot of depression. It was a lot of mental health involved, and it was a long ride and a big experience.
Jesus. Was your mother or father along for that experience? Like your mother, at least? Did you have a lot of conversations with her about it?
I didn't really. The only person I really, cause when it comes to my transition, with my parents, I really try not to involve them in like my social life or this life. I try to keep them like separate because I don't want them to like experience what I go through. So I really didn't tell them. I just told my grandmother and my sister. And after because when I changed my name, they was very very upset because first of all I was a junior, and so my dad was
Oh,
over it. I was a junior, so my dad was over it, and then my mom was just over it because
oh,
the she was just over it. So they had to change in order because my grandmother got an insurance policy on me, and my mom I got one, and my mom got one. So I had to go like give them the paperwork to switch my name and stuff on the policy as soon as I changed my name because if something would have happened to me within them next within 24 hours, my insurance would never cover it because my name and stuff was and that. So I had to go tell her so everything could be okay, and she
How
was mad at
nervous?
that. So
How nervous were you? How nervous were you going to do that with your mom?
I was really nervous because my parents is like hood parents. They like, you know, my
Hmm.
parents is like hood parents. And it's like, you like, what am I going to explain to them? I changed my name, the name that they birthed me. I changed it. I changed it on my birth certificate. I changed it on my social. I changed it on everything. And they like, what the fuck are you doing? We understand the transition now, but you going too far. So but when I had my sex change, I didn't tell them, and it was over.
Well, who was your biggest cheerleader for your sex change? Who was your biggest cheerleader? Like, who was rooting for you?
Who was rooting for me? I think who's rooting? I think my supporters was rooting for me, but family wise, and everybody else, friends and stuff, my fans was rooting and friends, but family and otherwise, everybody was telling me like, no, don't do it, don't do it. A lot of people that do get sex changes either wind up killing themselves or wind up regretting it. So, but my fans and supporters did, cause I always, when I used to be on Facebook and stuff, I used to get naked and like get high off coke and like get naked and pull my dick out and like not give a fuck. I thought it was fun, but I always would be like, bitch, the pussy on the way. The pussy is in the mail. The pussy is on the way. And they supported it, and like I was supposed to get it. Like I found out that they was doing it with the insurance, like helping transgender do it with insurance. So I was supposed to get it that way. And around the time I was supposed to get it, I got like mentally prepared and got everything in like 2 days. I think like 2 or 3 days right before the surgery. They canceled my surgery because of COVID, and so I was like mentally like fucked up. So I asked my supporters to help me, and they helped me raise all the money, and I went to go pay for it myself. So they had me. I paid like I paid 15,000, but I think in that money it was like 200 and I think it was like 238,000 in that money, but I had paid 15,000, but the whole everything came up to like 20,000.
Just for your sex change.
Hmm.
Extremely expensive.
And
Wow.
I went by myself, and I went
Okay.
by myself. But the whole time I was there, everything I went through, I was on live.
Okay. All right. So you went out the country as well.
Hmm.
Okay. So okay, so number one, how does it look and how does it feel? That like do you still have that sensation like when you had a penis? Does it still feel good to have sex?
Well, when I first got it, I was like when I first came back, the first day I came back, I went to my grandmother. And I cried and I hugged her and I asked her, what did I do to myself? Because I know it was a part of the transition, but it was like I took something away from me. And I cried to her. And I'm like, what the fuck I did to myself? I don't know what to do. I don't know how to take care of it. I didn't know how to clean it. I didn't know how to use it. I had to teach myself how to walk. I didn't know how to walk. I had to teach myself how to walk and everything, and I like my ex boyfriend was like helping me, but he wasn't really helping me, and I was just like every day I would wake up. I had like fucking dreams. I would wake up and I would think I still have a hard dick, like I would
Because you
still
can
think
almost feel it. Yeah.
I would still
There's a
think
lot of people that lose their arm. People that lose their arms and their legs say they feel like they still have a leg and there's nothing there. So that's how it felt for you.
Yeah, I felt when I would pee, should I stand up? It's like it took me a long time to to learn how to pee, and then like every day it took away from. it took away from my sex drive because every day I would have to sit at home and dilate. But it's a thing called a dilator. You stick it in and you have to dilate yourself for 20 minutes 4 times
Mm.
a day for a whole year. So I was doing that, and it was taken away from what I had to do in the daytime or like different stuff, and just like the way I had to shower and clean it, and just I really had to take care of it. And so it was just like a different feeling, and it was just like fucking with my head.
Oh, these people. Why are these people so evil? Wait a minute, Savannah. We can't even hear you because they threw you a monster. We blocking you. Stay away. Just give it a second. We can't hear you
Well,
yet. They
bitch,
gave
you
you a
should have
monster.
asked me to throw my deep voice in, ho. Bitch.
So Savannah saw a lot of tears, a lot of heartache, just a lot of emotions.
I was depressed a lot. I was like, what the fuck did I do myself? I was at the point where like, bitch, I want to kill myself and harm myself because I was like used to busting nuts and used to getting it stuck or jacking it off, and it's like now I'm over here sticking a fucking pole in myself to keep it open, and if I don't do that, the whole shit'll close. And like and for sex, I've never had sex. I haven't had sex yet in it.
Are you afraid to?
I was afraid. I was afraid for a minute because I didn't know. I didn't know if I had sex because I like big dicks. So I didn't know if I would have sex with it would rip or would something happen and then I had to go get it reconstructed or because
So you
it
don't want to mess up your pretty pussy. You don't want to. Okay.
I felt like I cherished it. I was cherishing something that I paid for. And it was like, when I had a dick or a game flex in my ass, it was like, yeah, bitch, let's go have sex and let's do that. But then it was like when I got the pussy, I never knew that because I was like a sexual person. So I never knew that that would take away from my activities.
Understood.
But I
Okay, so
like I have got it 8 ends and all that, but I never like had intercourse
so
sex. I'm
so how
planning
does it
on.
feel to get oral?
I'm.
How does it feel?
It's amazing.
Oh, I touched it before everybody, so y'all know. I touched it in California. We were on the Santa Monica Pier, the beach, the pelicans. We were having a good time. The hair was in the wind. She was like, "Yeah, blah 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 blah. You want to touch it?" And she took my hand and I touched it, and it felt nice and smooth and soft. Mm,
It's amazing. I get like a regular feeling. It's like, but
I promise
like
you.
I was thinking, like I wanted to like I think I want to have I think I want to like have sex like on my birthday to like do it.
Oh,
I tried to do it, but it got to a point like it was like hurting and I was like scared or something like.
Savannah tight, y'all. She got a tight look at. She got a tight. It's tight, Savannah. Oh.
Hmm.
So you think you? I don't know if you're gonna be. Well, we'll see. Well, we'll see, Savannah. We'll see. Okay, so now you're fully transitioned. I don't know a lot of women that's full, like you're fully a full grown woman. You're full, so that's beautiful. Kudos to you. Congratulations. That's
Thank you.
beautiful. Now, how is your?
It's been a long ride.
Mhm.
It haven't been easy. It's been it's been times where I wanted to give up. I wanted to quit. I wanted to not do it anymore.
But you definitely, I definitely take you as a leader and somebody that don't quit easily. I don't see you as somebody that just gives up.
Hmm.
Yeah. So how's your mental state today? How are you feeling today?
Today I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling great. I'm in a great space. and stuff. So
Mhm.
I'm feeling great. You know, days some I have my ups and downs and my lows and highs. Dealing um dealing with this app dealing with this app and dealing with personal stuff, but I still maintain it.
Mhm. All right,
Hmm.
Savannah. So we're gonna go ahead and make a little curve here. We're gonna talk about Hollywood Savannah, the Savannah that wants to be a showgirl. She wants to be in lights. Okay.
Hmm.
So first off, tell me about Hollywood Divas.
Wait, how I been? How I got on there, or
Yeah,
how I
tell me
been?
about how you got on there. Tell me about the show.
Well, Hollywood Divas was Hollywood Divas wasn't the first thing I was on. I think that's where I got my recognition at. But
Hmm.
when I was like 16, when I was like 16, 17, 18, I was acting and doing modeling gigs, and I was in a I had my agency and everything, so I was doing like extra little runways and extra little work, Glee, and I did this movie called The Rebound, and then after that, around the time I was trying to get my fame and get out there and stuff, and I had knew a friend. My friend was doing hair for Countess, and then so became me and Countess became friends. And this around the time I was like up in the I was a part of like the social light. So I used to throw like balls. I used to have like my own balls. I used to have my own balls, and
Can
I
I
used
show
to
it?
like, yeah, you can show it.
So here's Savannah and Hollywood Divas. And that's Countess, who she's speaking about right there, that played in the Parkers. So there's Savannah, you guys. Still pretty. Yeah.
I looked at the man's tires. Yeah. I thought what you gonna play or you want to finish talking?
No, go ahead and finish. I just want them to show you. I just
Okay,
want to show you.
so around the time I was in a socialite, I was working working in the I was a trans activist working in the community, and you know, giving back to the community. Basically, I used to have parties where I would charge only like $5, $10, and get them free weed, free food, free drinks. Everything could be free, and everybody just come enjoy themselves. And I give out money. I would give out thousands of dollars. And I was just like every time I have a lot of money or I hit a lick or I pass, anytime I pass, I throw a party or have a big like every time around my birthday this time I have a big extravaganza Halloween party or let them hoes come in there bug or and around that time she wanted to come she was going through her stuff where she was had her thyroids and she was losing her voice and she was just in the house like just stuck. And so I like when I came around when I met her I'm like I'm not bitch, what I mean, like you mean like you finna get out, child, we finna get you
TT
booked.
said you just hit you a link and you about to blow a check. Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, girl, we finna get out. Like, we finna get you booked. We finna have fun. Like, girl, all that. So, girl, I got our book. I got our book for the gay pride. Like, all the gay pride, she was just going out. We were just out being ourselves. She was getting back to herself, and I was getting her, like, helping her confidence, getting back and stuff and all that. And so,
Hmm.
she was already on the show. And so, the other season came, they seen her working and moving and all that. And then I met the producers, and when I met the producers, they said that she was more comfortable around me, and then they was like, we want to take you on we want to take you to film one day and see what you're about. And so I filmed one day because she had a stylist. So I was supposed to be like dressing her and all that. I was supposed to go on there dressing her or being her stylist or whatever. But she already had a stylist. It was a gay man, a gay boy, but me and him went. And when we went, I was in there wearing him out. Like, I was in there going in. But the stylist didn't want that scene to air. So I went on another one, and then that's when I went with Paula J. Parker and her husband, and I said something about the husband hot dog, and that went viral. And so after that, my name just became into the storyline, and I just kept
Yeah.
up. I just kept up everything until I made it all the way to the reunion. So I did,
Okay.
I did 6 episodes, and I did 2 reunions.
So can we just play a little snippet just so the girls can see?
Hmm.
Okay. This is just a little snippet, guys. Archival person. Look up online. Like that, I was just browsing and my face just happened up. I know how it is. Yeah, it just popped up. The internet's just so funny that way. Well, but when you got cast for the position, it popped up too. Yeah. No, of course. I didn't, honey. It's a recast. But thank you. And thank you as a black woman being supportive of another black woman. That's a beautiful trait. I'm mixed. You're mixed. So you gave her a little bit. All right. So was
Mm.
it scripted, Savannah? Was it scripted? I'm mixed.
No, it wasn't scripted. Um, it was regular. It was prep. It was regular life, living life stuff. So it was basically once I was in the fucking story, I constantly was going and adding myself to the story where
I love
where
it.
I didn't have to leave. But it like around that time when I was on Hollywood, like it's like a lot of people want to get in Hollywood, and Hollywood is not what they think it is. It's not about the money. It's not about the fashion. It's not about the glitz and glams. It's the more to that when you signing them contracts and when you doing that stuff. And I feel like around the time I was on there, it was like this. It was like I came from being a felon to Hollywood. And it was like I was scared. I was nervous. I didn't have no guidance. I didn't know what to do with that fame. That it was like something I manifest fame, and I got it, and I didn't use it. And around the time I was on Hollywood Divas, it wasn't really no trans girls, or it wasn't
I
really
mean,
no
this is the
LGBT.
forefront. You,
Yeah, it wasn't no LGBT people like really on TV. It was more of the straight people playing the LGBT side. So when I got off the TV, I had a PR, I had all that. They was booking me for red carpets, because when you become from a network, you do what they do. You do all the activities. They invite you to everything. So I was a part of TV One, and when I was a part of it, they was inviting me, but I didn't have the confidence. I feel like I didn't have the look. I didn't have the presentations and all that. And then I just like when I got all that money, I was in a state of in a breakup with my relationship, moving and all that. And I just like I used all that money, and I said the time I was supposed to be promoting myself, bookings and all that, I just sat in the hotel room and got hired and forgot I was on TV, and I paid
hmm
it. I
you were
felt,
the,
yeah, I
you
felt like
were.
that. I felt like that. I sacrificed myself a lot for the fame.
So Savannah, yeah, because I was gonna ask you, how do you go from? I mean, this is stardom. This is true fame, and now like we do reads on the like you went. This is fame,
Mhm.
and you went from fame to.
Mhm.
How does that make you feel?
Um, it beats me down a lot, and it makes me feel that I fail myself because this is something I wanted. This is something I worked for, and I God gave me the opportunity, and I didn't see what He gave me, and I didn't use it, and I wasn't supposed to be here. Like I wasn't supposed to be on Facebook and none of that, and me getting back on me going on Facebook, I was trying to get that fame back. I was trying to get that audience back that I had that I lost because I had a I was a celebrity basically, and
Yeah, you're a
I
celebrity.
had a
You were.
I had a big audience, and me as being a trans woman. And then another thing, um um Funky the Nifa, she made me doubt myself a lot. Because she made me feel worthless, and she made me feel worthless in my career, because she at the time she did an interview about me, because I think she was supposed to be on Hollywood Divas, but they was just letting her do the recast. But she went on there and was basically like, "Oh, I was a Project Dirty Miss. I went on there not I went over there. They not giving jobs to transgenders. I had an opportunity. I didn't make a lane for the transgender woman. I was on there acting like a fag and all that." And I went back looking at how I was acting, but it was like me being under contract and me being under a network for you be under these networks for 2 3 years, and you can't say shit till you like leave, and sometimes you don't even. I feel like I didn't want to say nothing because I didn't want to get blackballed in Hollywood.
Right.
In case if I had another gig, I didn't want to spill the scoop. That's what's going on behind the scenes, and it fucks me up in the long
Right.
run. So I dealt with that, and I was beating myself down, and then I was like, and then all of a sudden, when Pose and all that came out, and all the love and hip hop shit, they start getting engaged, and everybody started acting like faggots, and
You
I
were
feel
there
like
first.
I
Yeah,
was
you
there first,
catapulted.
and
Yeah.
now all these opportunities are out there. I don't know how to go put myself and involve myself back into this community.
Hmm.
It was
You know,
it was many a times that I, because I was still in an agency to go on auditions. It was many a times that they sent me auditions for these roles, and I knew I could have got it, but I didn't I didn't push myself. I didn't invest in myself. And a lot of people got to understand it's not all about the money when it comes to your career. You have to pay your dues so you don't have to pay them later. And then I had auditions for Pose. I had auditions for P Valley. I had auditions for good all these good shit. I did have auditions for different commercials, and I never went on them because I didn't have the confidence and stuff another day, and I
you
fucked
know
up.
what? It's such a shame how jealous women are of each other. Why they always have to feel as though it got to be a competition. So Funky Diva, just because he had a platform, he thought
This
it would
when
be
they say wait, this season that they did in they filmed in Atlanta. I had the audition to go, and but I was scared. I didn't like I was scared. I had two
what do
auditions.
we need to do to help you build your confidence back up?
Now I've been like talking to Molly and stuff, telling them like I be like, don't you know I get booked like every gay pride, I get bookings to go host and all that, and I don't go do it. I get stuff where people want me to promote them. I don't do it. It's just like I get the opportunities that's out there. I just don't do it.
Savannah, do you want to be back in lights? Do you want to be back in that celebrity world? Do you want that?
Well, I'm it gets scary. It gets scary sometimes, but I'm working on
Okay.
that. Like I never should have been arguing with people that I argue with. But I do feel like it taught me something to be better. It taught me a lot about people. It gave me a lot of confidence when arguing with people on Facebook and Instagram and on Bingo. It gave me a lot of confidence, and because I was very insecure about a lot of things. And now, now I got self love and stuff. I didn't have self love and none of that. So I feel like I do have I can step out there and claim it back again. And
Amen.
I feel like God is giving me another chance in another way in another route.
I want you to do it, Savannah. I really, you deserve it.
Hmm.
You deserve it. So, who is Savannah, the lady? Who is Savannah today?
Um, Savannah is Savannah is the El Paso princess. I'm a princess, honey. I'm a princess. I'm a princess. I'm me. I'm open minded. I love to have fun. I like to go to amusement parks. And I just I'm just me myself. I'm just
Okay.
open book.
Do you consider yourself to be a supportive sister?
I consider myself being a supportive sister and to maybe and I support everybody.
Okay. All right. Do you consider yourself to be competitive?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a good example on how competitive you really are.
Um, it just went just being and nowadays it's just trying to be a star, and everybody want to be a star. So
You're gonna
so
make it.
so it's like
So,
I have to keep
so
on going,
yeah.
and I got to push myself because
Yeah.
I always get the opportunity, and Empress always get distracted like that.
See, the thing about it, when someone says, Savannah, come and help me, you jump,
Hmm.
right? So
Hmm.
you need to look in the mirror and tell Savannah to help you. And then you need to jump for Savannah.
Right.
Yeah. Because you jump for everybody else. You bend over backwards for everybody else. The same confidence you have when someone says, Savannah, I need this. Oh, girl, I got a resource for that. Or Savannah, help me do this. Oh, girl, let me show you the shortcut. Or Savannah, you got it right here in your hands. You are a star. You are a celebrity because you're a leader. You're a natural born giver. So that's going to come back to you. But faith without works is dead. You got to get up and help Savannah.
Hmm.
Yeah, you got to help Savannah. So, Savannah, tell us about the boss. I don't know if a lot of people know what you're working on. I don't know if you want to open up about this, but tell us about the boss in Savannah.
Well, the boss is I did help produce my Savannah Toy Box, my own show, where I was looking for love and all that, and so
Savannah is a producer.
that did work. And
Put some respect on her name.
right now I'm working on. I've been going to school, online school. Well, I've been going, but I'm back in school, online school, producing and buying my own network and producing other stuff and helping other people with jobs.
So you basically have your own production company.
It's called the SMG Production LLC.
So basically, she can produce shows and put it on a network.
Hmm.
So Savannah is that girl. This is a producer. So that's dope, Savannah. Congratulations. She's been
Thank you.
moving in silence and making big moves, y'all. So isn't that deep? That's dope. Yeah. All right. So before we let this beautiful specimen go, before we bring somebody up to ask you a question, Savannah, how was the interview? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing. I feel like a lot of people know me more and stuff, and I hope they get to know me a little bit more. So, it was intense. I enjoyed it. You asked the right questions, and I told you whatever you want to ask, I was gonna be open to it. So yeah, it
I
was
appreciate
amazing,
that.
and I enjoyed it.
All right, so it's almost midnight, you guys. So we're gonna take a few. How many questions do you want, Savannah? A few
It don't ma-
people.
it don't matter.
Okay, we just don't want to take up too much of your time. All right, say me in the comments, and we'll bring you guys up. All right. Savannah's ready, open, and willing to take your questions. Make sure it's a question. I know you guys are going to say, Savannah, I want you to be a star. You got to get up and go fight, and you're going to go, and you're going to be great. We got that. She's going to get up. She's going to help Savannah. Savannah is going to help Savannah. I just want you to ask her a question, and she's going to give you an answer. All right? So, anyone got a me in the comments? We got a me. Don't sell your soul, Savannah. Thank you very much. Great interview, pretty deep. Thank you very much. Y'all don't be intimidated by Savannah. Come up and ask her a question. Don't just I see y'all joining the box. I'm not gonna go in the box. Just say me. There you go. Just say me in the comments. Don't join the box. I see it's 20 people in the box. I'm not going in the box.
Good morning, good evening.
Good morning. It's
Great
8 o'clock,
interview, by
9
the
o'clock.
way. Girl, you know I say good morning all the time. I'm sorry. Great interview, by the way, Savannah. We got some insight to know who you are and everything like that. But I am interested in rodeo. Who is rodeo, Savannah?
Rodeo?
Yes.
What you mean?
Is it like your Vogue persona? Is that your Vogue
Oh,
persona?
oh, Rodeo was a house I was in.
Oh, that was just the house you were in. Got
Yeah.
you. Okay, I thought that was your little nickname on the street. Okay, because I know
No,
you're a vulgar and you
my nickname was Sunny Boy.
Donnie. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, right, right, Nay Nice. Oh, okay.
You
Y'all, so
said,
Vogue the house down. Y'all got to go and look at
yeah,
some
I was
old
in the house in
YouTube
All
Rodeo.
right.
videos.
Thank you, Royal
Yes.
Royce. Anybody else got a question?
Okay, thank you. Shut up.
Oh, you know what, Savannah? Can you please tell us about your lovely boyfriend that you have right now?
So what you want to know?
How long y'all been dating? Blah blah blah.
Well, me and Wally we've been knowing each other for like I think like for over like 6, 7 years. Like in the like LA, because he's from LA. We've been knowing each other from different friends, and I had a show. I had a show where I was looking for love and stuff, and I had him on the show, Fly on the show, and like three other boys on the show, and I guess he took the win, and like it was supposed to be about the show, but we like start having feelings. I start having feelings, and we
Oh,
took the show to get to know each other, and out of the show, um, I think I know that he has like been a great man to me. He has been like took me on nice trips and know how to be a man to me, and like we go through our ups and downs, but out of that I think he's a great man, and he have taught me a lot and taught me how to understand a lot, and I really like him.
oh, that's beautiful. And I know he gonna spoil the princess for her birthday. That is so sweet. All right. Anybody else? Just say me. That's very sweet. Nice to meet you, Molly. Molly, did you enjoy her interview? Anybody else with the me? If not, he said yes. Oh. Somebody in the comments said, "Do you still have to dilate?"
I don't have to dilate every day, but when I feel like I want to dilate, I do. It's
Mhm.
more.
One of her gifts is going to be a penis, a real one. That's what she said. So we'll see.
Yes, it get wet. It get wet. It do everything like a regular pussy do.
Yeah.
It just
So
don't.
basically, yeah, with the Yissy, I mean, I haven't had one, but I saw when Caitlyn Jenner was talking about it. All they did was took her penis and they opened it. So all the feeling and everything her penis did, they just opened it and made a vagina. So it works.
Well,
Everything works.
my surgery is on YouTube.
Her surgery is on YouTube. Her surgery is
They
on
want to.
YouTube.
They want to know about what the show in Mexico. What show? What man?
What show in Mexico? What Mexico show? Ain't nothing happened in Mexico. Mm-mm. This all about Savannah. See, I know all y'all thought it was gonna be a messy boots. No, this about Savannah. I got you, didn't I? Sorry. All right,
When I give
PT
up,
has a
I don't. I
question.
don't think. I don't think I would ever get my voice changed. I had the opportunity to get it changed, but I think it would take a lot away from my personality.
All
Is it
right,
my?
what's your question for you, PT? Yes, ma'am.
I
Wait,
just
hold
want
on.
to ask the.
To find
Go ahead,
to
sir.
find it on you. Wait, to find it on YouTube. Just put Savannah SRS surgery.
You don't want us to put it on the panel, right?
Oh no, you'll get banned. I think
It's YouTube, but I don't know. I don't know. But I know on
you'll get
YouTube it.
you'll get banned.
Okay.
So my question is, when you looked over and you saw James Brown, how did that make you feel?
Well, it made me feel because a lot of people on this app think it it's so when you see a person in a real shit in an element, you be like, damn, bitch, really? So it gave up like, girl, it gave me Loretta Deville, honey. What's her name?
Corella
No,
Deville.
Cruella. No, Ursula.
Loretta, what's Divine? Loretta Divine.
Oh, Lavilla Divine, Corella. I don't know their names. I can't.
I was like, that's all I could think about. I was like, this bitch look like that, because I was just posting something on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook that Loretta Devine always playing a sick or a dead person. Or and I looked at law. I was like, bitch, that's exactly who she looking like.
All right, that's it. I ain't gonna take up y'all time.
Thank you. Great question. Anybody else have a great question? We got Savannah's attention. This is very rare. We can't get it. This is rare. So let us know. We got Savannah Maria Garcia. Okay, Savannah, let me take care of you, baby. You were so good, Savannah. I appreciate you so much.
Do I want to get married? I'm supposed to get married. Y'all gonna to the wedding.
Savannah, this was such a great interview. You were comfortable. Um, you can check your little, the business is done with a little tippy tip. Did everyone enjoy the interview? Can you guys
Oh, they
give
want Louis
Savannah?
Prince. They want a lot, but Louis Prince. I've been having Louis Prince for since he was. Oh, thank you. I've been having Louis Prince since Louis Prince was born. So I've been having Louis Prince for 6 years, and I got Louis Prince at the mall. Don't you know when they have
The little puppies.
the puppies in the mall? Well, they have the puppy
Yeah.
store in the mall, and my one of my butch queens at the time bought it for like I think for like 2,800. So Louis was purchased
Oh.
2,800.
So also, guys, before Savannah leaves, you guys can replay this interview back on Empress Paris, on YouTube, and Royal Royce should have it too on YouTube. Okay, so go follow my YouTube, subscribe. That'll be Empress Paris and then Royal Royce. Okay. Other than that, Savannah. So, any other questions about Louis? I like Louis Prince. They love Louis Prince. They're like, yay. So can y'all give Savannah a little bit more? Savannah, your cash up, I think, blowing up a little bit. You might got gifts and stuff in there, girl. YouTube would be Empress Paris. Please follow my YouTube, Empress Paris, IG as
Oh,
well.
thank you.
And
Yeah.
yeah.